Hello and welcome back to another YouTube video. Hi, I'm Speeder. Okay, I'm back. It has been a little bit, maybe a couple weeks since I've filmed a Keep of the Books video. Last one I filmed was the last one I posted, which was the Weasley's ranking video. And today, I have done lots of ranking videos in the past, but today I decided to do a ranking video on my top 5 favorite book ships of all time. I have a couple of other ideas up my sleeve after this, but this one will be for this coming Friday, which it's Tuesday right now, so a couple days early, that's good. But I kind of want to make a stockpile. I can't tonight because it's getting a little late, so I probably can only make this one, if even, because I tried to make this yesterday but got interrupted because of dinner. But it's after dinner now. And after me and my dad's watching of Avatar and Merlin session, because he hasn't seen either of those shows before, so I watched them with him. He's super close to finishing Avatar. He's on the episode The Boiling Rock in Season 3, Part 1. And in Merlin, he's just about to wrap up Season 2. So that's awesome. So now that all that's out of the way, the only thing getting in my way of making a video tonight is sleep and the short family time we have at the end of every night. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna try and make this today. If I can't, then I will try again tomorrow. I have to get this done by Friday though, or else I won't have anything to post. Okay, because also I have school on Friday, this Friday, so that'll be interesting. Yeah. Okay, let's just get started. Alright, so this is my top 5 favorite book ships of all time. So basically, the ships do not have to be canon. Some of them are canon. In fact, most of them are canon. One of them is headcanon, and the other one is not canon, but a lot of people wanted it to be canon, and I'm okay with it. So that one's on the honorable mentions. I have 3 honorable mentions on this list, but I'm only going to go into depth on the top 5, and I'll go for the honorable mentions right before we get to number 1. So yeah, this video will contain spoilers for a few different series. I'll get to them when I get to the ship that it will spoil things for. I believe it will spoil things for 3 different series. But yeah, so let's just get started. Number 5. This one is from The Ascendants, or the Ascendants Trilogy as it's formally known as. This ship talk will contain spoilers for the entirety of The Ascendants, books 1 through 4. So yeah, that's all that's been released at the time of filming and probably also posting of this video. So if you haven't read The Ascendants and you don't want spoilers, just skip past this part of the video. So yeah, this is the only ship from The Ascendants on the list. So, alright, so, and 3, 2, 1, spoilers start now. Alright, so this one is a canon ship. It is the pairing of Imogen and Jaren, or Imogen and Jaren. I don't know how to say her name, honestly, but let's just go with Imogen. So Imogen and Jaren, aka Sage. That pairing is honestly one of my favorites. Imogen, or Imogen. Okay. Imogen is just kind of this constantly annoyed by everything Jaren does, and is like, what are you doing? All the time. But she cares about him a lot and wants to help him, and also loves him, obviously. I don't know, I feel like her caringness and just like sometimes great humor and just complete and utter what the frick to Jaren all the time is great. It's more like a what the frick is like, why won't you let me come with you? Let me come with you. Why are you doing this? What the heck? What the frick? Oh my gosh. And then you have Jaren being his incredibly reckless, my favorite character of all time guy, who is the best. You got his witty comments, reckless behavior, on a whim plans. It's great. And they are a fantastic pairing that I very much enjoy reading their witty banter. I'm not much of a romance person, like in novels. I'm not a huge fan of romance novels, but I do enjoy a good witty banter in a great book. So it always adds a little bit to it if it's also got a good ship. That's always good. But yeah, Imogen and Jaren are they're kind of one of my comfort ships. I'll go back and read their banter and read how they first met and everything all over again because I think it's great. And I mean, obviously, Jaren is freaking besotted with Imogen, and it's great. So, please don't get mad at me for how I'm pronouncing her name. I've never read a pronunciation guide. I probably should find out how to pronounce it, but for now, we're just gonna go with it. Alright. So, yeah, that's number 5. Alright, so number 4. This, pretty much the rest of this video, except for, like, the very end of it, will contain spoilers for Harry Potter. Books 1 through 7. I may talk about the movies as well, but it will mostly be coming from the books. I may talk about the movies as in, like, I am so annoyed that you did this with this. But this first one will not be coming from the movies. Some later ones will, though. I guess that's spoilers for ahead of the list. There will be some other Harry Potter ones on here, but it's just this one. But yeah, number 4. James and Lily Potter. They may not be one of my comfort ships, but I put them on this list because of their extreme importance to the series. Not only are they the parents of Harry Potter, the main character of the series, the boy who lived, the chosen one, master of death, all of the above. Not only are they his parents, but they are the reason, especially Lily, is the reason that Harry is alive. Because without their sacrifice, obviously, Harry wouldn't have survived the killing curse from Voldemort, never would have become the chosen one, and he never would have been able to defeat Voldemort in the end because he would have died a long time ago. So it is his mother, and partially also his father, that help drive the story along and keep him alive. So, yeah. But other than that, honestly, James and Lily, it's kind of an enemies to lovers scenario, but it's more like enemies on one side because it's more like Lily disliking James greatly. Because, I mean, he is, there is no doubt about it, he is very arrogant in his school days, especially his first 6 years at Hogwarts. He's a bully, he's rude, he struts. He just thinks he's so cool. He's part of the Marauders, which is great. We all love the Marauders. But, Marauders? Oh my gosh. Marauders, Matt. Marauders. I think it's Marauders. Oh my gosh, I can't. What the frick? I don't even have book 3 on me, or else I would. I have book 4, but it's. And my phone's dead. I haven't done this in a while, but we're gonna do this again. Yes. May create some weird camera angles for a second. Okay. Shiz. If you guys don't know, this camera is, piled on top of a pile of books, one of which is Harry Potter book 4. So that's all in good fun. So does this still reach the same height? Yeah, but it's way more unstable. Okay, got book 4. Let's see if I can find a place where it says Marauder's Map. Come on. Sorry. I kind of have to know now. Ooh, I think I know what chapter where it would be. Somewhere big in the eye. Ha! Knew it, because I knew he used the map. Okay. Marauders. It's not Marauders, it's Marauders. Get together, Speeder. It's somewhere on this page. This page, sorry. Somewhere on there. But yeah, it's Marauders. So yeah. But yeah, James thinks he's super cool. Sorry about that tangent. All the time in his Hogwarts years, and he only really matures at the end, and that is when him and Lily fall in love. And that's all great. I mean, he joins the Order of the Phoenix after school. He matures a ton, and he's great. But yeah, I say too much. Okay, don't get on that tangent. Seriously, don't. Stop. You were getting sidetracked. Okay. I have scatterbrain all the time. I don't know why. It's weird. But anyways, so yeah. It's just kind of an enemies to lovers scenario, and you always gotta love one of those. And not to mention that, but they're also extraordinarily important to the story, as I mentioned. Goodness, I feel like that camera is going to fall. If y'all could see the way this is positioned, it's like the freaking Leaning Tower of something. Giza? Right? Oh my gosh, I can't remember anything today. I had too many tests today. No. My brain is fried at the moment. I think it's Leaning Tower of Giza. But yeah, it's like goes like this. So this is the camera. And then it goes like that, and then it's like that. So I could probably... That's where the camera sits. And you can't really see it. But, yeah. Sorry, I'm really bad at making YouTube videos, if you hadn't noticed already. Okay, let's continue. Crap, I need to upload today. On the SD card I'm using right now are a couple of gaming videos I need to upload today, because it's Tuesday, and I knew something was going on that was important, and I completely forgot. It's uploading day. Oh my gosh, Speeder. Why? I knew it was Tuesday, I think, but I just completely slipped my mind. Today's great. It's wonderful. Okay. That's number 4. Alright, let's move on to number 3. So, top 3. Still containing spoilers for Harry Potter for this next one. Okay, so this one has an actual ship name that I actually know, and that is Hermione, aka Ron and Hermione from Harry Potter. It is a canon ship, and honestly, they're pretty perfect for each other, especially in the books. And you always gotta love their extreme, amazing banter. I mean, yeah, they need couples therapy, but the banter, come on. It's great. I mean, they get into fights. They do. And you have the whole, Ron being jealous of Hermione, having a crush on Lockhart, which was, you have the whole Crumb situation, heck, even the, Cormac McLaggen, if you even count that as a situation. And then you have Hermione, seeing Ron and Lavender, in book 6. So, yeah. Why do I want to, like, crush this Nerf bullet in my hand for some reason? I just have a random Nerf bullet down here and I suddenly have the urge to crush it. Don't crush it. What are you doing? This was a bad time to film. Or maybe it's the best time to film. I don't know. Do you guys enjoy the rants? I don't know. It's like the funny ones. I don't know. Let me know. Because if you do, then I will continue to be this unorganized. But, my apologies. Alright, so yeah. Hermione is just one of my comfort ships, and that's why I put it this high, not to mention the fact that they're freaking perfect for each other. Not maybe as perfect for each other, in my opinion, as the other 2 on this list, but they're still great. And Hermione is one of my favorite characters of all time. Ron may not be, just because I do have some issues with him. You can have your own opinions for Ron, but I do have some issues with him. Yeah, you can go reference the Ron Weasley book talk or the Weasley's ranking video if you want to know more on that subject. Yeah, I do have my problems with him, but Hermione is one of my favorite characters of all time, and even though I do have 1 or 2 problems with her as well. But, I don't know. They're a great pair. And I think they even each other out quite a lot. You have the really smart, and powerful and amazing Hermione to the kind of a blundering, just until much later on, kind of bad at magic in some ways. Just kind of not as smart Ron. Eventually, Hermione sees that he actually is pretty good at magic if he really puts his mind to it, especially starting in like book 5, I guess, is kind of where it starts, sort of. I don't really know. Maybe it starts later. Book 6, maybe. I don't remember. But you see Hermione starting to get impressed with Ron's skills because she underestimated them. And that's great, and I think they're kind of the definition of opposites to attract. So quick spoilers for The Cursed Child. I haven't fully read the play, I haven't fully read the script and I haven't seen the play, but I do know one thing. I do know that Hermione becomes Minister for Magic, and Ron becomes the owner of Weasley's Wizard Wheezes after Fred's death. And those are just 2 so opposite of jobs, because you have like the most powerful, basically one of the most powerful positions in the wizarding world, and then you have someone running a joke shop. There's a big difference. So I think it's a great example of opposites attract, and they have great witty banter, and they're one of my comfort ships. So, yeah. That's that. So, let's move on to my number 2 spot, and that is Henny, aka Harry and Ginny from Harry Potter. This will be the last Harry Potter ship on this list. The next one is not a Harry Potter ship. I'll let you know what it is after I talk about Henny. So, I'm pretty sure that's the ship name for them. It's like Gary or something. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's Ginny. Henny. Sorry. Not Ginny. She's just part of it. So, Harry and Ginny, in my opinion, are some of the most perfect for each other, made for each other people in Harry Potter. They are one of my ultimate comfort ships. They're one of my 2 ultimate comfort ships, which is this one and the next one. They are canon. Ginny is a year younger than Harry, and has been in love with him basically since she was like 11, or maybe even 10, and Harry only really noticed her like fully in his 6th year when he was 16, and she was 15. And this was mostly because she had started dating other guys, like Dean Thomas, and, who was the other one? Oh, who was the other one? She broke up with him because he was a sore loser. Who was he? Was his name Robert Davies? I think his last name was Davies. His first name might have been Robert. I think it was Robert Davies? Oh my gosh, that sounds almost right, but I feel like that's wrong. Robert doesn't sound right. I think Davies does. Robert? No. 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 I think it is Robert. I don't know for sure, but you know, I'll look it up later. Like I said, my phone's dead and it isn't down here anyway, so yeah, I usually fall asleep listening to music, and usually my phone charges while I'm playing Spotify. But last night it decided it didn't want to charge. How fun, right? So yeah, I think the charger like slipped or something. So I play Spotify and I have like earbuds in my ears since I share a room with my sister, and it's not like she likes my Disney music, so fun, right? I'll fall asleep to either NF or Disney. I know, but yeah, I'm weird. But yeah. So yeah, Ginny obviously had a long-standing thing for Harry, and Harry didn't really have a thing for Ginny until his 6th year in the 6th book. But they are so adorable and made for each other. Ginny can stand up to Harry, and also she's a redhead. I guess Potters just have things for redheads, right? And she's just hilarious, the snarkiest person ever. And Harry is just, it's another example of, but it's not, actually. They're not really opposites attract, and they're not enemies to lovers. But they are just Harry being oblivious for years, Ginny being in love with him, her getting over him, he finally notices her. Happens. I hate what the movies did with this ship. It is the worst thing ever. They completely ruined Ginny, and I do not at all blame the actress. I blame the writers. That is not Ginny Weasley that you showed me on screen. I'm sorry. That is some mutant alien. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh. Okay. There is a spider spindling its web down right above the camera. Oh, heck nah, heck nah, heck nah, heck nah, heck nah, heck nah. Go away. Sorry. It scared me because it came out of complete nowhere. Like, it's literally stringing down from the ceiling right now. And, oh my gosh. I'm having an interesting day. It's not that big a one. It just is, like, hovering in oh, it's moving again. No. Gross. Now don't go towards my book pile. Go away. Okay, it's on Alcatraz right now. I love my life. Okay. We're just gonna finish filming this like this and completely ignore the fact that there's a spider on here. Okay. I love my life. Okay. Alright. So, basically, Harry and Ginny are one of my two ultimate comfort chips. Okay, I'm not doing this. I am moving. My apologies, but I am moving. This is not gonna happen today. Not today, not today, not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Heck no. Get off of my books. Please. Nobody say my name! I'm filming! Nobody say my name! Sorry, a spider came crawling down onto my books, so I'm moving places with the lens off. Wait, I need the exercise ball so I have something to sit on. This is going swimmingly. Sorry about this. Okay. I need someone to charge this at the same time. Okay. Put that into that outlet. And plug that in there. And just do that. And we are back. Okay. Sorry about that excitement. I'm now in my brother's old room, which is now lacking a bunk bed because we sold it. And I'm sitting on an exercise ball. I could technically also make this my filming place. Wait. Decent lighting. White background for the most part. Desk. I like this idea. We're gonna try this. The only problem is it's very echoey in here. I'm gonna try this. I like this. And that way there aren't random spiders crawling onto my pile of books in the middle of a video. Okay. So yeah. Where was I? I still remember what my list is, because I have it memorized, including my honorable mentions. Alright. So, yeah. Harry and Ginny, one of my ultimate comfort chips. And I've already pretty much explained that, so, yeah, like I said, I hate what they did with them in the movies. I much prefer their first kiss in the books, because, like, it's this really intense moment where they just won a Quidditch match. I think they won the House Cup. I don't remember, but I think they did. Or at least they won a match. I think it was against Ravenclaw. And, you know, it was a really intense moment, right? But in the movies, they're in the room of requirement, and it's like this really awkward scene. And it so bothers me. So I hate them in the movies, but in the books, they are spectacular, and that is what I'm basing this off of, not with the movies, because this isn't Keeper of the Movies. This isn't my top 5 favorite movie ships. No, this is my top 5 favorite book ships. So I'm basing this off the books, not the terrible way they did this in the movies. But anyways, let's just move on to my number 1. But before I do that, I have 3 honorable mentions here that I won't go into detail with. The first one is Molly and Arthur Weasley from Harry Potter, which almost made it onto this list, but it's my number 6. My number 7 would be Kendra and Bracken from Fablehaven / Dragonwatch. And the last one is Drarry from Harry Potter. I know, just bear with me on that one. But yeah, obviously that one's not canon, but you know, it's the one some people wish it was. And I mean, alright. At least I should have one like that on this list. So I went with that one. But yeah, those are my honorable mentions. Let's just move on to number 1. And that is a spoiler for my favorite series of all time, Keeper of the Lost Cities. So if you don't want spoilers for Keeper, if you haven't read Keeper book 1 through 8.5, do not watch the rest of this video. Goodbye to all of you who don't want to spoil that. 3, 2, 1, and spoilers for Keeper. Alright, this one is not yet a canon ship, but we all, at least a lot of us are, not all of us, but a lot of people are really hoping that it will become a canon ship, but it is a headcanon for me at the moment. And that is my most shipped ship. If you've seen my previous videos in the past, you may know which one I'm going to say. Sokeef, aka Sophie Foster and Keith Sensen. The ultimate comfort ship for me. I will go over their moments a billion times. I just need to reread that and like write down every single Sokeef moment so I can make a video on it. I should do that. Anyways, it's just, they're so adorable. Because you have witty yet eventually kind of depressed Keith, and then you have kind of upbeat, trying to keep everybody together most of the time, upbeat sort of, I guess, just trying to comfort Keith, Sophie. And I mean, they're similar in some ways, but they're opposites in others, and that is great. It's kind of exactly what you want to see in a ship, is that. And because they still have similarities, and it's the same thing in friendships. You want similarities with your friend, but you also want differences. So diversity, right? Like me and my best friend, we're pretty similar in a lot of ways, but we're also extremely different in a lot of ways. Such as, we both like books. We both love books. That is great. We're both pretty good at math. That is great, right? Lots of similarities. Other than those, we have the same amount of siblings. We both have 6 siblings. That's great, right? But we have some crucial differences, like, I'm trying to think of differences. Like, she is tired all the time and can't get enough sleep. And I am never tired and also can't get enough sleep, but you know. I'm tired sometimes, but I'm usually not tired, but she's tired like all the time. She gets cold really easily, I don't. Stuff like that, you know? You're different, but you're similar. So it's the same thing in friendships and in relationships. So it's just great to see those many similarities, but also those crucial differences. And you see Sophie is constantly worrying about Keith, and Keith is honestly probably constantly worrying about Sophie and trying to do everything he can. And sometimes he can be a gigantic idiot, like 8.5, are you freaking serious? I need book 9, but it's not coming out until next year, and I'm sad and mad, and I am quite angry at Shannon Messenger right now. Yeah, I need that book. Please. all the Keeper books yet. I have books 1 through 5, and then book 8.5. I'm still missing 6, 7, and 8 to my collection. I also only have 1 Harry Potter book. And then I have a bunch of Ranger Apprentice books, but I only have books 1 through 8 of the original series. I need to collect my top 3 favorite series. I need to. But anyways. Alright. So, they have the best moments. They have the best dynamic. They have the awesome introduction of greatness of all time. It is the best, and I love them, and they are my comfort chip, and thank you, Shannon Messenger, for giving me this. I want it to be canon so badly, and it probably will become canon. Though I would have said that before 8.5, but now I'm having doubts that it will become canon, and I am very sad. Maybe this is why I got into Miraculous Ladybug. I was just looking for more ship drama. Sorry. I had to. You hate it so much you love it, right? Any Miraculous fans, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not obsessed with a kid show. No. No. Anyways, yeah, so, not to mention, it's part of a freaking love triangle, or love square, I guess, sort of, maybe, kind of, yeah, kind of, it is kind of part of a love square, but, you know, it's just, I need it to canon. That's that. It is my comfort chip. And so it's my number 1. That's all I have to say. So that is my ranking of my top 5 favorite book ships of all time, plus 3 honorable mentions. Let's go over that list one more time. Number 5 is Jaren and Imogen from the Ascendants. James and Lily Potter from Harry Potter, Hermione, aka Ron and Hermione from Harry Potter, Henny, aka Harry and Ginny from Harry Potter. Honorable mentions were Molly and Arthur Weasley from Harry Potter, Kendra and Bracken from Fablehaven / Dragon Watch, and Drarry from Harry Potter. And then our number 1 spot was Sokeef, aka Sophie and Keef from Keeper of the Lost Cities. And that is all I have to say. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.